Have you ever pondered on the people behind the world's major religions? From ancient times to today, humanity has been captivated by stories of divine inspiration and spiritual guidance. Whether you believe in one almighty creator or a pantheon of gods, the founders of these faiths have shaped the way billions of people understand the universe. And that is what inspired me to create this video on the figures who laid the foundations of the religions we practice today. So without taking any more time, let's start it. Christianity. Christianity traces its roots back to Jesus Christ, a Jewish preacher from ancient times. His life story is beautifully chronicled in the Gospels, particularly the four main ones found in the New Testament. For many Christians, Jesus is more than just a historical figure. He is believed to be the Son of God, forming part of the Holy Trinity alongside the Father and the Holy Spirit. However, there are also those who view him as a significant prophet chosen by God. According to Christian faith, Jesus fulfilled the long-awaited prophecy as the Messiah, sacrificing himself for humanity's sins and rising from the dead. There is a strong belief that he will return one day to judge the living and the departed. Interestingly, Jesus is also mentioned in other religions like Islam. However, in Islam he is seen as a prophet and believed to have been born miraculously to the Virgin Mary, but not as the Son of God. Islam. Prophet Muhammad, who plays a central role in Islam, according to Muslims, he was chosen by Allah, which translates to the God, to spread a message of peace and unity, encouraging everyone to recognize the oneness of God. Before his calling, Muhammad used to meditate in a cave called Hira. Then the angel Gabriel appeared to him and delivered the first verses sent by Allah. Historically speaking, Islam as a formal religion was established by Prophet Muhammad in 610 AD, when he received the revelation of the Quran at the age of 40. But Muslims hold a belief that Islam isn't a new religion but has existed since the time of Prophet Adam, as Islam means submission to the will of God, and every prophet before Muhammad called their people to submit themselves to the one true God. Judaism. Prophet Abraham, a significant figure in the Abrahamic religions we see today, including Judaism, Christianity and Islam. He is the common ancestor of these faiths. Abraham had two sons, Ishmael, from whom the Ishmaelites descended, and Isaac, who became the ancestor of the Israelites. It's from Isaac's line that many of the prophets of Judaism emerged, guiding the Israelites along their spiritual journey. One notable figure is Moses, who received the Torah, the Jews' holy book, at Mount Sinai. Jews hold Moses in high regard as one of their greatest prophets, and they follow his teachings from the Torah. Buddhism. Siddhartha Gautama, who we now know as Buddha, the founder of Buddhism, originally a notable prince from the Shakya clan, became a wandering ascetic in search of answers to life's suffering. Through deep meditation, he became to understand that attachment and clinging are the roots of suffering, known as dukkha. Buddha taught a balanced approach, steering between indulgence and extreme asceticism, which leads to freedom from ignorance, craving, suffering, and the cycle of rebirth. His teachings revolve around the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, offering a roadmap for individuals to escape suffering and find everlasting peace. Sikhism. Sikhism, a religion founded by Guru Nanak in 15th century at Punjab. It is one of the newer faiths but has millions of followers worldwide. Guru Nanak taught the belief in one God referred to as Ek Onkar, emphasizing the unity of all beings and the absence of discrimination. Following him, there were 9 more Gurus, each contributing to Sikh teachings. It was Guru Gobind Singh, the last Guru, who compiled Sikhism's teaching into written form. Today there are around 25 to 30 million people known as Sikhs, who follow this religion, embracing its message of equality and unity. Hinduism. Hinduism holds the title of the oldest religion on earth, and it's pretty fascinating because no one knows exactly who founded it or received its revelations. Hindus believe it's not about having a single founder but rather a collective effort of wise sages, known as rishis, who have been spreading the message of Hinduism since time immemorial, from the very beginning of existence. So while we might not have a specific founder in the traditional sense, Hinduism wisdom has been passed down through the ages by these incredible rishis. Zoroastrianism. Zoroaster, also known as Zarathustra, the revered figure who is considered the founder and prophet of Zoroastrianism, an ancient religion originated in Persia around 650 BCE. He called upon others to worship Ahura Mazda, the central deity of this monotheistic religion. Zoroastrianism holds the belief in one God, which sets it apart as a monotheistic religion. It also introduces the concept of heaven and hell, where the righteous are rewarded in heaven while the wicked face punishment in hell. There is even a figure representing evil called Angra Mainyu, symbolizing darkness and deceit. What's fascinating is how Zoroastrianism shares common elements with Abrahamic religion, like the concept of heaven, hell, demons, and free will. It's incredible to see how different faiths can sometimes intersect in their beliefs. Baha'i Faith. Baha'i Faith, which emerged in 19th century under the guidance of Baha'u'llah, which means glory of God. He proclaimed himself as a prophet of God, and believers in Baha'i Faith revere him alongside other great leaders and prophets like Jesus, Moses, Muhammad, and Buddha. In Baha'i Faith, there is a central tenet, the belief in one God who communicates with humanity through these prophets. Before Baha'u'llah, there was another figure named the Bab who claimed to be a prophet and told his people the coming of a unifying figure, akin to John the Baptist preparing the way for Jesus. Though Bab faced persecution and executed for his beliefs, but Baha'u'llah identified himself as the awaited prophet foretold by the Bab. Today there are around 5 to 8 million people worldwide who follow the Baha'i Faith, embracing its message of unity and spiritual enlightenment. Jainism. Mahavira Jain, the revered figure behind Jainism, a faith dating back to the 500 BC. Born into royalty, Mahavira chose to leave behind his lavish lifestyle at the age of 30 in search for inner peace and spiritual enlightenment. After 12 and a half years of intense meditation, he achieved the state of Kevala Janana or supreme wisdom. For the next 3 decades, Mahavira shared his teachings before attaining moksha in 527 BCE. In Jainism, there is a unique belief system. They don't believe in a creator. Instead, they focus on breaking the cycle of birth and rebirth to achieve moksha, a state of spiritual liberation. Jains hold a great reverence for those who attain this state of enlightenment as role models or even deities, but without the traditional worship associated with gods in other religions. Druze. Druze religion traces its root back to Hamza ibn Ali. It emerged from a Shia Ismaili sect of Islam, where a small community began following the 6th Fatimid Imam and 16th Ismaili Imam Al-Hakim Amarullah as the prophet and manifestation of God. Hamza ibn Ali played a significant role in supporting Al-Hakim, and many of the earliest Druze manuscripts are attributed to him. Interestingly, the term Druze originates from the name of one of Al-Hakim's early supporters, Al-Darazi, although he was later executed by Al-Hakim for his claims, leaving Hamza the sole leader of the new faith. The Druze believe in most of Islamic and biblical prophets, including Moses, Jethro, Jesus, and Muhammad. They also consider Imam Muhammad ibn Ismail, the 7th Imam of Ismaili sect of Shia Islam, as a prophet. Additionally, they hold a belief in reincarnation, viewing every Druze as born into their faith and anticipating a golden age heralded by the return of Al-Hakim. So that's wrap up our chat about the incredible individuals who founded some of world's major religions we practice today. I hope you found this video fascinating. If so, then make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Also, if you have interest in history, then make sure to watch our video on how English originated and become a global language. You will definitely like it, and I would love to meet you over there.